good afternoon and welcome to this moment with me. I've decided to do something like going back to my sharing insights with parenting and family life generally. So today I've been thinking of talking about those moments when, in the bid to discipline children, we lose our own emotion. So for example, you beat up your child is crying, and you're shouting on top of this helpless child, asking this child, why are you crying? On top of the beating, you beat up a child and you're asking a child, why is he crying? Is it fair? It's not fair. At that point, that child is helpless, vulnerable, emotionally distorted, and that child is not able to really grab what you are really teaching that child at that moment. It's important to note that a crying child is not a listening child. Anything you do at that moment, that child is so scared and afraid. So even if you say shut up, that child is trying to buckle up that expression of emotion through shedding of tears and crying. And you are building up, you are making this child build up emotions, and that's why you see a lot of people diverting to self-harm and other ways of expressing themselves in a bid to just ease themselves off the pressure they buckled up. So please, if you beat your child, if you think you have to beat up that child, allow that child to express him or herself. Allow her to cry. You beat her. If someone beats you, won't you cry? Allow the child to cry. And then don't shout on top of that child. Learn to even control yourself. At that point, give that child that moment. Give yourself a moment, because you also need a moment. A moment to really think of what you have done, if it's the best approach. And a moment to think of how best you could really relate to this child, that what he or she has done is wrong and why is wrong. Then create another time where you talk about it. Let this child have an understanding, reason, and implication of what they have done and why you needed to discipline them. And my advice, find another way and a better way of disciplining that child, so that what you are trying to teach her will have a lasting impact. It won't be a momentary relief. It won't be like something she learns and then when you are not there, she still does it. What's the essence? It means she didn't learn the lesson. So the importance of discipline, which is not even beating, is teaching, is imbibing knowledge and value, and preparing this child so that in the future, that child doesn't do the same mistake. That's the essence of discipline. So you should ask yourself, beating this child, does it stop this child from doing this thing? You end up discovering that you have to beat over and over the same thing. So we should be looking at permanent solution, something that when we do it, this child is able to grasp the significance of what you are teaching them and how to apply it in their life, even in your absence. That is my insights sharing with you today, and I look forward to having more of these moments with you. Thank you and bye. See you some other time.